Yahoo! Alright, here we go. Bye. Alright. Good morning, guys. My name is Lester, and welcome to another episode of Eljbarr in the car. So, let's see. Today we're going to talk about this thing. Let me just turn down the air conditioner so you can hear me. So today we're going to talk about something special, something very political that's going on in the Philippines, especially in my island called Cebu. Now I know you won't, you'll probably dismiss this as, something that's not really it's not something that matters to you, but it does, and it's something to do with the treatment of COVID-19 in 2020. So, hold on to your seats because I'm going to tell you about the treatment, the all-time treatment for COVID. So, in the Philippines, in my island, the governor of Cebu was talking about, possible cure. But it's not really a cure. And unfortunately, there was some sort of misunderstanding about what the governess was trying to say, and that it was just preventative measures. So it's just preventative. And what they were trying to endorse was a thing called tuob, or in English, it's called steam inhalation. So, steam inhalation, Lester, really? That's the cure for COVID-19? Well, there's some merit to it, but let me just explain to you why they thought this would be treatment. Okay? If you don't know, but let's first define what the steam inhalation is, right? So, what they, it's just you boil a pot of water. Yeah, well, you boil the water in a kettle, right? Once it's boiling, you pour it into preferably a metal basin or something made out of porcelain, and then you cover yourself up with a towel, and then place that that porcelain or that metal basin with boiling water on it. So you'll be inside it with the towel, okay, and then all that steam that coming out of that boiling water will envelop you, so you can breathe all that steam. Now, it's not really treatment, but rather it's more of a relief. It just provides you relief. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, well, Lester, you know what? It's really helped me when I was stricken with COVID. Sure. The steam will, open up your nose, and then you can breathe in more air. And, that provides you more relief, but it doesn't really kill the virus. Okay, so if you were listening to the governor thinking that, this, tuob or steam inhalation was going to be, was going to cure you, no, it's just going to provide you relief. So, my advice to you is that if you have symptoms of COVID, like difficulty breathing, then you should definitely seek medical attention, okay? Don't just stay at home. Now, I know if you're in the Philippines, you're going to be given a hard time, okay? There's a lot of bullying around, especially with healthcare workers, okay? That deal, or people that deal with COVID, or people that are stricken with COVID. Don't mind that, because if you are stricken with COVID and you're having difficulty breathing, forgo all that whatchamacallit, forgo all that bullying, because anyway, if you don't go to hospital, you're gonna die. Okay, so it's better that you get help, or it's better that you get isolated, because if you don't get isolated, and if you just have mild symptoms and you don't isolate yourself, I know some of you don't, because the number of COVID positive patients are rising in the Philippines. It's best that you isolate yourself, because you might give COVID to younger children, and you kill them. Okay, so this is all about being a community. It's not more so about yourself as well. Now, let's talk about the merits of why people thought steam inhalation would be, treatment for COVID. Let's look into my handy dandy book, because I made some notes. All right. So, if you have gone to very academic sites like the CDC, or you went to universities that did research on COVID-19, you would know that COVID-19, the official or scientific name for COVID-19 is SARS coronavirus 2. Okay, it's not SARS coronavirus 19. It's not the 19th coronavirus. It's only the second one of its kind. Okay, SARS coronavirus number 2. You would know that coronavirus is whatchamacallit. The scientific name is deactivated. Okay, that's the scientific name for killing the virus. SARS coronavirus 2 is deactivated at the temperature of 56 degrees centigrade. Now, you might be thinking, oh man, that might be doable. Okay? Because, that's not too hot, right? 56 degrees centigrade. That's definitely more than what your normal body temperature is, which is around 36.5 to 37.5. So you might be thinking to yourself, 56 degrees isn't so bad. Well, think again. Because at 60 degrees centigrade, you could essentially, okay, let's just say, for example, you had your steam inhalation treatment. That water is around more than 56 degrees centigrade. Let's just say that around 60 degrees centigrade, you got that boiling water to that amount. Okay? Well, at 60 degrees centigrade, according to the American Burn Society or American Burn Association, you can burn your skin at 60 degrees centigrade, and you would need surgery for it. Okay? There we go. Alright, 60 degrees centigrade, at least 3-second exposure of that, and you can burn yourself. In fact, there has been already news in India where they have burned children because they advocated steam inhalation, and unfortunately these children don't really stay very still, and they burn themselves. Now you might be thinking, well, I'm just going to be very responsible and just breathe in the hot steam. Okay, so let's just say you wanted to breathe 56 degrees centigrade. It would take 15 minutes of exposure to that temperature to effectively inactivate 10,000 units of the virus. That's what the article said. All right. Now, there's a bit of problem with that. Your body is at 36.5, 37.5. That's a lot colder than 56 degrees. As soon as you breathe in that air, okay? As soon as you breathe in that air, that air will be actively cooled by your trachea, by your body. So by the time it reaches deep into your lungs where the coronavirus may be located, it would not be the same temperature. It would be a lot cooler. How cool? We don't know, because we don't have any probes to measure those temperatures inside your lungs. So that would mean that you would have to effectively raise the temperature of the boiling water. Okay? By how much? We don't know. But, just remember, at 60 degrees for 3 seconds, it can burn your skin and you would require surgery. That's hot. Okay? So maybe at 60 degrees for 15 minutes or 30 minutes, I don't know. That's why people can't really recommend steam inhalation, because we don't know how hot you need the water to be externally so you can breathe it in and it would be 56 degrees inside your lungs. Okay? You can do an experiment, but I would not recommend it, because there is also a temperature where you can effectively damage your lungs by inhaling that steam. Okay? I think it was 86 degrees centigrade, and you could potentially damage your trachea, that airway of yours. And I don't know about your lungs either, so you may be inhaling all that steam and you could, burn the skin on your nose or on your face. And you would know, because as soon as you inhale all that steam, you would get a stinging sensation that would tell you that you are at a dangerous temperature. Okay, that's why when they said, we're recommending, tuop for the prevention of COVID, no, not really. Okay, it could be used for relief. Okay, you could use that for relief. You could feel better from it. But I would not recommend, for me as a healthcare advocate, I would not really, recommend it. Politics aside, we don't really, I shouldn't, you shouldn't. But if you're having trouble breathing, you can use it, sure. But if you feel like, you can't really breathe anymore after doing the steam inhalation, that's really, gives you a signal that it's something that shouldn't be. You should really seek for medical help. You should go to the hospital. Okay. And that's my 2 cents for today. And we're finally at work. So hasta la vista, baby. Hopefully I don't get demonetized because of that. Alright, until next time, guys. Thank you for listening. Bye.